pass. All room, they are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Watson on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground.
Coaches before the game, we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. And New England has a first down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Allen, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They're throwing here. Shemenik. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Allen now on third and goal. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. See, I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not their partner because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
Here's Watson now on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 47 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Now a play fake here on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, blue lady! Blue lady!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And after the good gain last play. This time they saw loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats offense coming out, yet another Super Bowl run last year that, of course, came up short against the Eagles. But Charles Gronk is back. Tom Brady back. Do they have any magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East. They run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they'll need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning the money downs. They've got to win first and second down so that the money down tilts in their favor.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, able to affect the play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got it at the 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down carry now for Miller. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
To throw on second is Watson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black Knight and I feel it. Black Knight and I feel it.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough. after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Allen, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot.
What up, y'all? Hey, man, fuck Honey Badger, Big Mike.
Leopard.
Man, I'm throwing a high pass to a tall nigga, and this 5'9" nigga jump up and take it. Man. I'm like, if I gotta jump in the back of the end zone at 6'5".
On first down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Left side, it's Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Allen now on first down. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Right?
Detroit!
All right.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now he's looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Man, we about to get him back in.
Allen from the gun on third down.
Oh, my
And
God.
he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem.
I like
for the
being
whole game.
mobile.
They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes
With the way these
Texans
blitzes
now.
work, bro, you know what I'm saying? I need to be able to go left, right.
With this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm walking. Yeah. I'm walking up and down the field, man, but the red zone, bro.
Opening weekend, as we'll check in
a whole
for the
nother
first
monster,
time with
bro.
the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway
But I'm
in
right
the second
back.
half. Returnable for
But I'm
Dorsett.
right back.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
Right
Close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I was proud of that.
18 big yards on that one.
I
And
ain't
New
even gonna
England
hold
first down.
Hey.
Detroit!
He did. In his defense, Rock brought it up. In his defense.
Allen throwing on first down. Flush to his right. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Rob still mad about that shit.
Detroit!
Allen now on 1st and 10. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yards.
Hey, I get my red zone together, man.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's all I keep telling myself. Like, yo, man, you get your shitty ass better in this red zone, man.
Detroit!
On first down, Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Change my throw because I'm scared and shit.
We saw this a lot in the first half.
Everybody jumping high as fuck.
These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I sit in the pocket, y'all win. I won't move.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now,
I tried to step up, and we let everybody go.
On second down, here's Allen. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
I ain't mad,
it's a good running back dive play.
Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw on third down.
Oh, my God, that's a dot!
Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more.
Now, I ain't got,
coverage on him.
I don't know if you should have got it or not. I'm not here to argue with that. I just meant Edelman dropped it. I'm sorry.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even see you. Right?
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't
I'm just mad at
all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone,
I'm just mad at that. I don't want no
flip it
smoke.
over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
What's this nigga name, man? And then my nigga Gronkowski running these routes, terrible. I mean, I ain't about to pull him or nothing, but. You know what I'm saying? I'm Saudi with him, but we gonna just move on. Right? Hey,
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Come back.
On first down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, my God, bro.
And it drops down incomplete.
Hey, can I tell you how sick of Will Fuller I am,
Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one.
Man, he done dunked on McCourty twice, bro.
You love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I done hit triangle each time. I'm like, Will Fuller trash. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Throwing again is Watson.
Hey, he definitely being disrespectful.
Oh,
God.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's good. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
They fail me every time. I know. And then the guy they sent, I was like, bro, he's about to throw this.
At the 41. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
I feel like the game is slower.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud
I
of
think
dust?
it might be
in this
sealed.
case, it's dust covered.
I feel like it's a little slower, which I prefer.
Grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial
you know, we out here
you see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw,
he about to disrespect me and throw it to Hopkins. He's about to do it. He's about to do it.
Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Texans on third down.
That shit was nasty, but I overplayed it, and then they let me come back.
Come back.
I can see that. I ain't gonna disagree.
To throw is Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Good play. I done been here with
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Come back. Tiger. Do jet.
On second down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Damn, bro, I'm so
They'll toss it to Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
I'm playing conservative.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I was telling somebody I ain't got no move. I can't go left, I can't go right, ain't no spinning.
It's still having your linebackers set the edge.
We straight ahead with R1. I need a play, y'all. God, we need a play, man.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete.
Hey, bro, don't be talking like no hoes.
Working here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown.
You got so many
now,
of the yards. I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
from a
nah,
defensive
don't go for
perspective,
it.
though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To the air. Allen.
Y'all can't. My O-line good.
Four-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll make this a
I
second
wasn't
and
taking
long.
the sack that time, bro. I was trying to throw it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Fucking calm this year, bro.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Man.
Around the waist and push down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
The whole reason I'm fucking picked
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Just give me a punt. I ain't even talking about it.
Again, it's Miller.
Oh, my God.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
I'm impressed with
Offensively,
you,
with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watson going to give this one to Miller, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson now to throw.
Oh, my God.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20.
What?
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
right there.
with the game just
that going real life, didn't
you
they?
got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense
They could
right
burst
now.
him in
But they
real
have
life.
to do it without letting panic creep in and affect
Did
their
somebody
play.
pick him up?
Under pressure, and the Texans
Hey,
able to get in
J.J.
there
Watt,
for the
bro.
sack.
Can I play? Can I play,
Watt.
J.J.?
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That nigga got 4 sacks,
Following the
man.
sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down
I ain't
and
even really
17.
holding the ball that long, bro.
Let's go. 3, 9,
I done tried everything. I done begged him to stop.
Allen looks to throw it on second down. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, my God.
The Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and he turned into a runner, took the contact, and cracked it up.
And all you
What
know
is
as a
it?
player,
Right.
when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys
Thank
catch
you.
it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle,
Bruh.
knock the ball free. Anything you
I
can do
cried
to
a
slow
little
them
bit.
down.
I just want the chance
As
to
big
play.
of a
You know what
play as
I'm
we've had in
saying?
this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
You know.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit.
Who?
Gun, gun.
Oh, Clowney. Yeah, that damn. Who? Damn.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
You don't know what the route doing.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey, you didn't know what was happening. You.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
Hey.
Lucky 56.
Hey, God. That was priceless, bro.
Lucky 56.
Hey, tell me you knew what was happening.
Back to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes.
It's a weird route,
He's
man.
gonna
You know, it
get
be
this
turning
down
and
to the
shit.
35-yard line.
I done got here with it.
A good
So I
pickup
knew
there, 22.
somebody else gonna struggle with it too. Like, damn, everybody out here. Too.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it
Oh,
fly.
my God.
And they went for a big
Oh,
play
my
for
God.
the second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know
think
as
the
a
offensive
defender,
lineman
I'm
just hit my
loosening
arm
up a couple
throwing.
of extra steps that allowed him to run with him
Oh,
stride for
my
stride.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third
Yep.
and 10.
Y'all fucked it up, man. Here come the blitz. I hope it don't, but
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation.
hey, man,
throw
where are
deep
you throwing my
downfield.
guy?
And a
My
shot
guy. Hey, the
taken
pressure.
on
Hey,
third
the
down,
moment that got too
successful.
big for my shitty QB, man. I'm sorry, Brady.
The protection really holding up
The
that
moment
time.
they got
That's
too
what you want
big
the
for the
two
little
men to do,
nigga,
but
man. He been
coverage
playing his heart
equally as
out.
good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides.
He been playing his heart
Right?
out,
For
but the moment too
quarterback, make
big,
sure you had time to
man.
throw
I'm
the
sorry.
football, and he did.
I
Plenty
shouldn't
of
be a
time
Brady
to
like
know where
that.
to go with it
What he
downfield.
saying?
So the coverage, as you noted,
Oh,
terrific.
shit. Damn.
Now Allen, gotta have this one.
Chris Hogan.
It's Hogan complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment,
White,
as it's a
man.
first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye.
You want to break a tackle, I wouldn't say
And now they're
no.
inside the 10
You know what
as
I'm
he's
saying?
brought down at the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they stop
All right.
it with 28 seconds to go
All right, here we
in
go.
this football
Here we
game.
go. Let's
So
get it. Let's
second
get
and
it.
inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Allen. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some
They
fans
just
holding up
that video
2
been
fingers
making
easy
around
now.
with the
Yeah,
Saints.
they're not the ones who
That
have to
crowd,
actually
they
make
had,
that call,
had
are they?
hella
A
laterals.
very important extra point there, up and good.
All they needed
And
was
we
the extra
may
point
very
to
well
go,
be headed to overtime.
to
So
go to
here comes
overtime,
the
playing for their
kickoff
playoffs.
now, all
The
even
kicker
here
came out
in
and
this
missed
fourth
it.
quarter. Fielded about a yard deep.
It was hella laterals,
And he'll
bro.
get it up just past the 20,
Yeah,
and his guys will go to
Stalwart.
work
They
at the
was pitching that
21-yard
bit.
line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
Right.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
We'll see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
God. I couldn't even imagine the murder. I couldn't even imagine the murder. Like, and you gotta die.
So a
fam.
tie ball
Fam.
game here as the kick's away. Returnable for Dorsett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And this will be incomplete.
Bro, who was our
As a fan of the
playmaker? Because it
NFL,
wasn't
for
the
an
guy I
opener,
was
you
looking
can't
at.
ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social
sitting here
media
trying to
they found out
playmaker
this
and
one
shit.
was snug
Like, yo, that
and
ain't-
getting into
you ain't
overtime,
doing
and
it.
they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's brought down after a good
Let's go, Caucasian receivers. Let's go.
Nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over the 300-yard mark.
And in
I don't
today's
know, man.
NFL,
Let these
it
niggas
almost
know, man.
feels
We can play too,
routine.
man.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Oh, my God, man. Hey, I watched J.J. Watt destroy my tackle, bro.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear
I'm sitting there like, it ain't no way we about to get this pass off, bro.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we?
Oh, my God. I done
You see
had
the ball
enough
in
of
the air
this.
like that. There is that collective rise, the crowd holding its
If it wasn't for him,
breath.
bro,
And
I could move the
the
ball.
truth
Like,
as it comes down.
he is not having it.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Allen will try again on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's got Miltai complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Allen. Looking left side, incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Goddamn blocker, bro. Y'all know I like going to the fucking tight end, bro.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Hey,
The
man, my
former
QB,
Bill,
man,
Chris
bless his
Hogan,
heart,
the
man. He
intended
tried his best,
receiver.
man. He
And
tried.
second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better
He
way
had
up
over
here.
his head,
That looked
bro.
like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the
He just
beginning.
It did
bullshit,
not. I
man.
thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is
That was supposed to
2nd
be
and
easy
10.
one there, man. You'd have made some tough-ass throws tonight, man, to blow that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
All right. Stay calm. Make the read.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And here's Allen throwing again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Bro,
Left with just
the
one
read,
remaining
bro.
here at OT.
Cloudy rushing
England
3
on
got
third
in,
down.
bro.
They're
I
hitting
hate
at
this game so
60%,
fucking
6 out of
much,
10
bro.
thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
It's like I don't get no credit for thinking this shit out, bro.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh my God!
It is incomplete.
Not only was the call
My
spot
offensive
on, how
lineman,
about the
God.
execution
I
of
just
that
threw a
defense
pass off
right
his
there?
helmet. I'm lucky
Zone
it
was
didn't get picked
absolutely
off.
locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening
nobody
drive
else
of
go
OT,
off the
and
goddamn
now up
line
to
as
their
much as
defense
we
to
do.
try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away,
Hey,
turn
that
it
should
over
drive.
on
That
downs,
should be driving.
this
me
game's
too.
over.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you.
Thank you, Deshaun Watson, for doing a duck.
Picked off at the 36.
Good ass game, though.
We thought this game
I
would
wish
be a
I'd have
good
screamed
one.
that one.